Alright, well hello. Today is the day where we're going to be doing a couple things out in the yard. Today we've got a section of grass that's in the garden that we're going to be covering up, and then after that we're going to take we're going to take a look into the garage and start to clean that up so we've got a space to start our seeds here. Now if you look here in the garden here, there's a strip right in there that I haven't quite covered up and killed all the grass on there. I'd rather not use poison if I can for areas where I'm growing food, so like I said, we'll just take the tarps and cover that up for the next month, and then we'll begin to grow. So let's get started. Alright, so we got everywhere that still had grass, got that covered up, and now what I'm going to do is come through and flame weed some of the areas over by the side of the fence here where we've got just a little bit of weeds cropping up. Now the thing about flame weeding is that you're not supposed to go full on tearing fire bat
Fired up
on this thing here. You're just supposed to just lightly torch the leaves so that they wilt, and that you boil the cells in there, and that'll kill all the way down to the root without using any kind of chemicals. So here we go. Alright, flame weeders are propane based, so we're going to turn on the gas here and then turn on our dial. You can hear it come out here. Now, there we go. Okay, now this thing here, if you give it full bore here, right, it will go full bore here. That is not the intention of this. Here, what we want to do is just lightly toast, and that's it. So that we boil the water in their cells and kill the plant. Alright, so for our next project here, what we're going to be doing is cleaning up this garage a little bit here. Last year I made some French cleats here, and that did a lot to get some stuff off the floor here, but you know, we still got a lot of toys and clutter that's just kind of taking up space here, and what I want to do is unfold that table so we can use it to start our seeds on it. So I'll be walking you through the process of how I make my French cleat system, and maybe how you can make your own. So here we go. Alright, so we've got everything cleaned out here, got a workspace made out, and unfolded the table just to get a sense of what that's going to look like whenever we're done. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is take a board that I cut the last time that I made these shelves here, and screw that in to this corner wall here and get that up. All right, the last time I made these rails here, I cut a couple extra with the intent of putting them on this corner wall behind me. And I got the first one up here, but whenever I started to do the second one here, I ran into a metal plate, which indicates that there's some electrical work going on back there, and I don't want to mess with that. So put some spackle back on it and patched it all up. And now what we're going to do is just continue on to this wall right here with those rails. So get our safety equipment on here. I don't know if you can see or not here, but I got my earplugs in. Always protect your ears. I got my safety glasses here, protect your eyes. And also when you're working with wood here, it's always good just to get some cheapy gloves. I like these ones that have kind of like a cotton knit or a jersey knit on one side, and then have these like rubber dipped grips on the back side here. So they work pretty good. So let's cut our rails and get those guys up here. Okay, I'll show you a little trick here that I use. I find that my fence guard here is not super reliable here to get straight here. And so what I do here is instead, see, I'll put this on the 0 mark here and get it nice and straight there. And then I need to cut 2.5 inch or 2.25 inches off here. So we'll just measure 2.25 from this side here. So that'll be 1, 2 1/4. And now we've got a nice straight guaranteed cut for our 2.25 cut. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so a lot of people are going to ask, how do I make sure that my rails are evenly spaced here? And that's by way of a little cheater board here. What I do is I make sure that from the top of the lip here to the top of the board is 12 inches here. And so then that accommodates any, that ensures that from the top of this rail to the bottom of this rail here, we've got a 1 foot. And then what I do is I just use that kind of as a guide to make sure, and then use my level in here to make sure this is all right here. Right now we're just hanging on one screw here, so that way I can kind of adjust the whole thing, and then once I've made sure that everything's level, then we'll pop in some more screws and lock it in place. All right, well, it looks like this project's done for today. We got the 4 rails up on the wall here, plus 1 on the diagonal here. And now we'll be able to pick some more stuff up off the floor, and hopefully be able to use this table to germinate our seeds here in the coming weeks. So if you like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up and a comment in the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and until next time.